Now let's move on to the types of biases. Okay, so let's have here the example of bias. The first example of bias is correspondence bias or attribution effect. This characteristics tendency to judge a person's personality by his or her actions without regard for external factors or influences. Example, these soldiers who fought in the war are all bloodthirsty murderers. So that is biases. No? You cannot jump into conclusion that all soldiers did this. No, not all of them, because there are some deployed soldiers who are not involved, who never involved into battles or war. No, so you simply attribute their profession that they've got guns, meaning they have the ability to kill. Yes, they have the ability to kill, but not all of them were just like that. No, my dear student. I will give you an example of correspondence bias. You see a person that is a person which is every time when he took the examination, he got only 2/10, 1/10, no? And you can see clearly that in every subject he acquired very low score and very low performance. So you have the attribution effect or correspondence bias. No, at that point you said to yourself that this person is dumb. No, okay, so let's just say you're focusing only in one subject, mathematics. Every time bang yung score gamay kay sa math, pero wadi ka kabalo ang factors nga nung gamay sa score sa math kay dili niya passion ang mathematics. No, what if bad siya sa English? No, bad siya sa science. So meaning bias ka, no, sa in terms of sa mathematics nga subject. Kuan gamay ni score sa mo math, 5/10 to 15/50, like that one, no? And you don't know the fact that this person is good from other fields, no? So correspondence bias na siya, mga student. Okay. So for example, even me, makakuan man ko nga nakoy correspondence bias, especially sa akong classmate nga kapila na hagbong sa board exam. Ako kitang gi-judge, but I am so regretful, no, at that time when I know the fact that this person is di siya makapasar, lima na siya ni take og board exam, di siya kapasar. Ang main reason di ay every time magtok siya og examination, wet kayo iyang kamot, no, and natural nga iyang kamot sing tanon unya. Every time ba when your test questionnaires got wet or being soaked in water, the machines will not able to read, no, the result of your examination kay na-contaminate man siya tubig. So ina naka-stricto ang machines, iyan ang iluwa ang mga test papers nga naibasa, na mga kaping nga nga spill, no, even ka ng mga erasures nga grabe tantangon niya, naibong na lang kang hindi ka kapasar. So I guess that is the factor nga dili siya pero pag ikaw nung nakapasar na siya. So what he did is pag take niya og board exam, gibutangan kita niya labakara yang kamot. So ina na the student. So those are the correspondence bias. Let's have confirmation bias. Tendency to look for and readily accept information to fit with one's own beliefs or views and to reject ideas or views that go against it. How can I accept his view that there is no God? I am a Christian. That is confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is based on your belief. Huh? So for example, if you saw something controversy from the social media that is not fit onto your belief, you will go against it. No? So for example, you saw a post regarding about the life of Heart Evangelista, no? Na inidawat ni Heart Evangelista, fans mga ni Heart Evangelista. So na kay confirmation bias. Si heart baglista ko ano maguna, okay ra maguna, outgoing ra maguna siya, happy person ra maguna siya. Okay, wag na siya problema nako. So confirmation bias na siya with the student, no? Unya, ikaw sige sa daot sad, nasa kay confirmation bias, kana. Kuan man na siya si heart evangelista. Daghan naman na siya na uyab, kana. So natural lagi na siya nga buwagan siya. Na something like that. That is confirmation bias with the student, no? For example, mga hot topics, mga issues about politics, no? Di na tamo deal sa politics, no? Lahi na sa itong topic. Ito na to, masabay itong topic. Example, classmates lang nimo. Classmates, butang si leader, si Kuan ba, si mayor kay bias kayo. Kung si mayor, pabor-pabor naman siya sa iyo mga kaila, mga classmate niya pag junior high school, ana. So, mao na sa tanan nga mga maayo or dili maayong mabuhat ni mayor para nimo bati, no? Confirmation bias na siya with my dear student, no? So, mao na, we are so blinded to follow, no? The person, no? Confirmation bias na siya. Kabalutag sayop ang gibuhat, kabalutag masayop mo sakto para nimo sakto, no? That is confirmation bias. Okay? Framing. Focusing on a certain aspect of a problem while ignoring other aspects. Preliminary evidences have still not pointed out the actual cause of the plane crash, but investigators are currently focusing on the possibility of pilot error. So what makes them pointing only to one aspect? There are plenty of aspects why is it the plane crash. They are focusing only in the pilot error, no? Pero naba dito'y laing aspect nga more important, which is, let's just say, the engine failure. No, that could be another factor. Why is it the plane crash? There could be the wings of the airplane got busted. Oh, usa na siya ka fact. Or maybe there is a small hole on the window pane nearby the passenger's window, no? Kay once ka gamayng buslot, mukuan man na siya med student, no? Na mga factors, no? So di lang gyud ka mag-focus sa one aspect. That is framing. Let me give you an example, no? This is a special case from 1987 from US in which the FBI failed to recognize the importance of the entrance, no? Entrance sa door, no? So there is a murder happened in 1987. I forgot the specific place on it, but they tend to frame, no, the certain aspect of the investigation. Because in 1987, there is a specific event which is there are families being murdered and they also burglared, no? Gipangkawat ang ilahang mga gamit, mga kuan. So karon nag-focus sila sa pagpangita sa murder weapon. Yeah, ang murder weapon, unfortunately, they haven't able to found, no, the murder weapon. So makikipagkatago. But there is certain aspect of the investigation in which they totally ignore the entrance. No? Ang nadi sa entrance di ay is the doorknob hasn't been breached or there is no sign of forced entry. Meaning wala giguba ang doorknob sa entrance para makasulod ang mga wat ug murderer. Diyan, wa siya sign nga gipik locking siya kanang gibutangan siya putaw, something ana. Mailhan man daw na sa mga FBI nga gipik lock siya kay maharos ang something a mechanism sa doorknob internally, no? Maharos siya na siya mga gas pick locking na siya. So there is no sign of forced entry. And that is one of the primary reason why is it these people able to get inside from the house, no? Unya kasagaran baya kung walay forced entry ang usa ka doorknob, dako ang posibilidad nga ang nagpatay is kabalo siya unsay naa sa balay. Maybe part of relatives or something kaila butan tog katabang ba nga naa siya susi nga nakasulod siya, kalma na ispa. So those are the aspect that they totally ignore, no? Framing na siya, my dear student. Sa framing, magamit sa din nato may student if we describe something from a person. No? So, for example, you are taking an IQ test and the examiner run through to your answers. The examiner totally ignore one of the aspects, which is you are good in English proficiency. They totally ignore that factor. They focusing on the factor that you are good in visual pattern analysis, that you are good in you are good in mathematical calculation and equation, because in IQ test, the examiner will only provide you two different subjects, which is English and mathematics. That is the only subjects offered during the IQ test. There is no such thing as Filipino subjects. There is no science. Duha ra gyud the student, no, basta IQ test. Okay, so they ignore totally the aspect that this person is very good in. This person has the good command of English language. So na framing bias na siya with the student. Okay. Next, hindsight, the tendency to see past events as predictable or to ascribe a pattern to historical events. So Magellan's assault in Mactan Island was foolhardy venture made by an overconfident, careless man who underestimated the valor of the native Filipinos. Okay, so what is the example of hindsight? Say, for example, there is an ongoing issue of a couple, no, a celebrity couple, no, and you try to predict that in the near future there will be a divorce between this couple. Okay, so I think 1 year from now this couple will break. This woman will dump his boyfriend, no? So karon, after several months, na tinuod. Yan ingon ka, di ba? Sakto ko. Nabuwagid sila, no? That is hindsight, my dear student. Hindsight, that is a form of bias, no? So meaning, imo lang i-probe nga sakto ka, pagkabalo nimo, nga nahitabo na, no? So meaning, you are predicting something, an event, no? And then, speaking of prediction, it is not guided with evidence, no? Kulang siyang evidence. Bias na siya, my dear student. Okay, so for example, nakadetect ka nga ang relationship ni katong pinaka-latest gani nga issue sa couple. Kalimot ko. Nanggadala gani sa Pirates of the Caribbean, si pangalan na niya, Johnny Depp, no? Johnny Depp ug katong yang uyab, no? Di ba? Daghan man nag-predict ato nga after years from now magbuwag gini sila. So ato lang gibuhat, they predicting the in the near future between the relationship of this couple. That is an hindsight. Hindsight na siya, no? Okay. So conflict of interest, a person or group is connected. Kabalo na ka ni, no? As a daughter and accused, I believe I have the right to express my opinion on the issue of his alleged corrupt practices. Okay, so gilabanan nimo. Okay, related man. Okay? Or not related, your interest with that person, so on and so forth. So I will accept this applicant as the manager because he is my son. Conflict of interest, my dear student, no? So very common kayo na sa manabaho ka, apply kag company, no? Kay friend mo, dawat na yan ka applicant. That is conflict of interest, my dear student. Okay. Another example, you are teacher at the same time you are barangay SK councilor, no? So while teaching, you are distributing campaign brochure to your student. Okay, I will distribute to you because I will run for another position for another term. Okay, so you need to vote for me, no? Because as you can see, I am good in your class. I am outstanding teacher. Oh, those are conflict of interest, no? So gisagol nimo imong pamulitika, no? Like that one. Pero moingon mo gisagolan ko ni pamulitika, applicable kay ini siyang biases and fallacies sa atong nahitabo karon sa atong mga historical distortionism, no? So applicable kay na. Okay? Cultural bias, analyzing an event or issue based on one's cultural standard. I do not agree with this Western practice of placing aged parents in retirement homes. We Filipinos take care of our family members. See? Another example, cultural bias. We as a Roman Catholic, we only married once. No? Why do we need to marry multiple wives? No? You don't have to. No? Because we are Roman Catholic. That is cultural bias. Yung mga Muslim, okay lang sila maminyo og daghan. No? So speaking of cultural, you're trying to compare your culture to them. That is cultural bias. No? So example ani, tinuod man gid ang mga tiguang, magpuyo man gid sa balay. Pero if you are from Europe, if you are from America, because if you are way too busy looking for a job, you need also to meet your daily ends. You need to separate yourself with your parent by putting your parents in retirement homes or home for the aged, no? Para makafocus sa imong life. Nana man na ang kuan mindset. Ya okay ra na nila with the student, no? Okay. So that is an example of cultural bias. So let's run through to the summary. Correspondence bias, coherence, constructivist, consensus, and pragmatic theory. It corresponds to reality, correspondence theory. Coherence theory, it makes sense when placed in a certain context or situation. Constructivist theory, it is shaped by society, culture, and history. Consensus theory, almost everyone believes it to be true. Pragmatic theory, we can put it into practice in real life. My example is Julius Oppenheimer and John Dewey. Okay, so this is the last of our topic, my dear student. I hope everybody open their minds, not get easily mad, not get easily offended, because this topic is very timely to us. Always remember that knowledge is power. Without knowledge, you cannot able to know the truth. And if you want to know the truth, you need to remove biases. No? Remove every biases. Once you remove those biases, you can able to know the truth. And that is my last message to you, my dear student. Thank you for joining me on this topic, determining the truth. Goodbye.